here we
I always
are.
feel like it's like, okay, wait, hold on, we're here.
It's always like it just feels like unannounced.
Right? Well, I mean,
You
there
know?
is a countdown.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. It's all good.
But we're always kind of like doing our own thing.
Yep.
Hello, someone's already here.
Yes.
Saying
Hello. If you're here, tell us where you're coming from or what your name is or whatever. We're just excited.
Yeah.
So anyway.
What I'm excited is that I'm wearing one of my favorite shirts.
Yes.
It has these little alligators on it.
Yep.
And when I bought this shirt, I'm like, this is gonna tell a lot of people about my personality.
Yep.
Like I like to live out loud.
Yes, for sure.
And
I know it sounds funny, yeah, but I'm always like, the braids are my easiest go-to.
Yeah.
I'm not in focus.
And I'm not wearing a hat today.
Yeah.
And people can see how bald I am.
It's okay.
So if you guys have any suggestions on how to grow my hair back, let me know.
No. we just put it right here instead.
Yeah, I say that my hair real estate just moved down south.
Yep.
You know, it got a better deal down here, better rent than up here.
Yep.
So it just moved.
It was one of those things where when we met, Brian was 21 and I could already see it was starting to thin or whatever.
Already goes.
And I was like, you know what? Is this a game changer? Is this something that I'm going to be able to live with? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine with it. Whatever. It's not a big deal.
Lindsay's never been concerned with my hair. You've never been like, oh my gosh, you don't have enough hair. Like it's never been like that.
He did like the faux hawk until there was just like a couple strands. And then we were just kind of like, yeah, you know, time to shave. But then I will not, he's not allowed to shave this. So
I do trim it.
Yeah.
I do trim this a lot. People are like, oh, you're a ginger. And I'm like, I guess I am.
Yeah,
no,
I don't
really
are.
feel like I feel like
exactly. Can I live with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you know this may sound funny, but I feel like I started growing this before like beards were a thing.
Yeah.
But my intention was never to really grow it for any kind of purpose than just me.
Yeah. Or for me.
It's just me and I like it. It feels good. And it's just who I am.
Exactly. So, yeah. But so anyway, welcome.
Yeah.
So one of the things I was noticing is we kind of had a tendency to look at the screen, but the camera is actually up there.
Yeah.
So when we're talking to people, we should actually.
But it feels kind of weird because I feel like I'm like looking up.
Yeah. We're like, hi.
That just seems
we're using our DSLR. So whatever. It's all good.
I don't that doesn't feel as natural. Because like if I was talking to you, I'm not like, hi Lindsay.
No, but I get like it's just one of those things where I'm talking. Do I look like I'm like looking up at all?
It does. It does.
Whatever.
And that's why I feel like it's more natural to look this way than to like look up.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's get started with day 5.
There we go.
All right. Get branded with Brian plus Lindsay. Day 5, we're talking about our branding, our offer, our sales, all that kind of stuff because it's amazing. So what is this business branding breakthrough challenge? This is weekdays at 11 a.m. We are going through the 5-day training where we're going to teach you everything that you need to know about how to brand your profile, how to launch a high ticket offer within your Facebook profile, and really just get a $2,500 average sale in any niche.
And genuinely, like the biggest purpose behind the biggest purpose behind offering this to other people is that this is all from our passion.
Yeah,
we love educating people. We love helping you develop a path and a business plan that is fully you.
Yep.
And we feel like when you have those things in alignment, that's where your breakthrough comes from.
Exactly. So this training is the foundation of a strategy that has enabled entrepreneurs to explode their influence and allow small business owners to consistently add an extra $2,500 per session without a large Facebook group and not leaving their pot of gold.
And the thing is, making money, I think, is always like the scary thing to, to look at and honestly build your business off because it's scary.
Yeah.
And the thing is, we say that number because we've lived it. We've experienced it.
Exactly.
And we feel like that we don't want to teach something that we haven't done ourselves because that's disingenuous.
Right.
So we put that number in there because like we've done it and we've done it repeatedly and we know how to do it.
Exactly. So this training, honestly, it works in a fragile economy. It is recession proof. And this model works even in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like genuinely, we saw our biggest sales in 2020. I know it sounds funny, but our biggest sales to date came in 2020.
Yeah.
And then 2021, same thing happened and everything like that. And it's just one of those things that like it works even when everybody is scared,
And the thing is, it's really based off of your root connection, your root connection to your clients and your root connection to yourself.
Yep.
That's how this is recession proof. Is that you're changing and people are always seeking a change. And when you put that out into the world, that's where the success starts.
Yeah. So just welcome back to day 5.
Welcome back.
We have been talking about the boss method. So branding, offer, sales, all that kind of stuff. And it is amazing because this is the #1 best way to grow your online income.
Yeah.
So who are we? So
who are we?
Who are Brian and Lindsey?
Who are we?
So my dad started a landscaping business when I was just 4 weeks old, 41 years ago.
Yep.
And honestly, entrepreneurship is just in my veins.
Yep.
That's how I see everything.
Yep.
It's a lens. I honestly don't think that I could have gone through and not been an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
The way that I was raised.
Yeah.
Like just going to a job, going to a 9 to 5, there's like no excitement in that. And so
and we've both done it.
Yeah.
We both have had the 9 to 5 at some time. But we've kind of worked a way out of it.
Exactly.
Because like we know that we're meant for more. We know that we're supposed to do other things than just that.
Yep. So
awkward pause.
I know. So no, I was sorry. I was waiting for you to say your part.
No,
I mean, I can say it.
No, it's fine. So, my dad, from a very young age, always had an entrepreneur spirit.
No.
And he did, and he would tear things apart and rebuild it. That's what he would always do. And as he got older, he got more responsibility, and then he became like a big boss guy on his job. And the thing is, he had an open door policy. Wherever there was an issue, wherever there was a problem, he would talk to them about that. And I feel like because that relationship was established there, they would do a better job when he was asking them to work.
Yep.
And the thing is, I have the same mindset, is that I want to help people do great things, but I have to come down to the level for me to fully understand, but also for them to feel fully seen. That's where the success happens.
Yeah.
And I feel like, if I'm not pouring out, but I'm not receiving the things that people need in life, I'm not as good as I could be.
Yeah. So honestly, we accidentally got started in our photography business 17 years ago when we ended up shooting all of our friends' weddings, and it just kind of kept going. But then eventually, we decided that we wanted to work with people in a more personalized way. Weddings are amazing, but it's like one day out of their whole entire life. And we wanted to be able to utilize branding and portraits as a big part of it.
In our lives, the last 17 years have been photography, business, and mentoring. That has been our life.
Yeah.
And, it took us a while to get to this place of man, we want to teach because, it was scary and we didn't know if we had the knowledge or we had the experience.
Yep.
For the last couple of years, we realized, wow, this is what we love doing. We love pouring into people.
Exactly. So last year we ended up mentoring over 75 photographers and to help them grow their photography businesses from 0 to 6 figures many times over. And we're the founders of the Get Branded with Brian Lindsey and the creator of the Boss Rule branding method. So what is the Boss Rule? B is for branding.
Yep.
Branding is who you are. It's your voice, your content, and of course your logo and website.
And O is for offer. Because we believe when you're charging your worth and understanding what your client's value is, you're genuinely going to help solve their problems with your offer.
So S is for sales. It's using IPS in combination with same-day sales to make sure that you work smarter, not harder, and getting paid more for less work.
And what I love about the boss method is that the thing is, it doesn't matter about the order. It matters about your confidence with how it's built.
Exactly.
And I feel like that's what makes all of this real. Is that, it's not like, how it looks or how it spells. It's about, do you believe in it?
Yeah.
Are you connected to it? Does it bring joy with all these words when they come up? Is there joy there? And if it's not, then you need to make it from a lowercase o to a bigger case O. Is that the O is full of joy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the more joy you have in what all these letters are, honestly, the more confidence you're going to have when you pursue each one of them.
Exactly. So S is for social. It's helping you show up consistently on social media without it feeling like a burden or coming across as fake. And so let's help you really own your message and your voice by speaking to your audience with impact. So why now? Why are we doing this right now?
I mean, there's to be honest, there's so many reasons why we're doing
Mm-hmm.
this now. And
Yep.
honestly, it's just we just really want to work with entrepreneurs
Mm-hmm.
and photographers and really start off the year right.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, when you have a strong foundation, everything else can be built on that because
Yeah.
it was strong in the first place.
Exactly. So this is a scaling delivery method. There's aha moments, 4 pillars to scale sales. And then honestly, this is why you can.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So remember this, okay? And this is what I told Brian a long time ago.
Long time ago. We should like turn the sepia
I know,
and
right?
like just black and white and anyway, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Oh, can you do that?
I don't know if I can. I was like, maybe I can. There's like all kinds of
That'd
crazy.
be was it like rock music
overlays?
behind it? No,
Yeah.
we're not, just no,
No,
just go
not
ahead.
really.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's more customers that exist than you can ever hope to serve in this lifetime. I know this is from really old, but like there are more monthly users on social media than anywhere else.
One thing I want, if you can go back a slide,
Mhm.
I think, when we read this out loud, there are more customers than you exist. And I feel
Mhm.
like what we often hear is my environment is incredibly saturated.
Mhm.
People won't pay this price. People don't know I exist. And the thing is, that's not true. That's not
Mhm.
true. Any place you go with whatever offer it is, there's always going to be an oversaturation environment.
Yeah.
What's going to make you stand out is you learning your true voice
Yeah.
and being smart with
Mhm.
how you advertise yourself, but also how you connect to your prospective
Yeah.
clients.
Exactly.
That is, to me, how
Mhm.
we have had so much breakthrough. It's not
Exactly.
trying to be for everybody.
Mhm.
It's being for the right person.
Yeah.
And that's how you overcome oversaturation.
Yeah. So honestly, there are more monthly users on social media now than ever before.
Yep.
And you guys know this.
Yeah.
So imagine knowing that when you launch, and if you launch, that you'll have raving fans lurking, and lurkers that ready to invest in you. That was really hard to say, but
Well, no, I
whatever.
just had this picture of like us just going for a walk, and then someone in black just comes out from behind a curtain, not a
Yeah.
curtain, but a bush,
Yeah.
and they're a lurker, and
Uh-huh.
they're like, "I want what you have,"
I
and
can,
I'll be like,
will
"That's
you
what I
shoot
thought.
me?
That's what I thought when you
Will
said
you shoot
lurker."
me?
Yeah.
Will you shoot me?
No, we shouldn't change the word clients to lurkers. Attract lurkers into your
Yes,
life like
yes.
that. No, we don't want lurkers.
So honestly, imagine walking into your month with your head held high, confidence in your soul, and reassurance in your heart that you're doing the right thing by your tribe by being loud.
And we feel like being loud doesn't
Mhm.
mean being annoying.
Yep.
We feel like loud is being confident.
Mhm.
Knowing who you are, what you're made of,
Mhm.
and really where your power comes from in your offer, but also your business.
Yeah.
That's what loud is to me.
Mhm.
And it also, that's the confidence.
Yeah.
If you're not confident,
Mhm.
of course you're going to be squeaking.
Yep.
But loud doesn't mean annoying. It means ferocious. It means I know what I want
Exactly.
and I deserve it.
Yep. So this is all about being excited to serve and about thinking without thinking, is this going to be a lot of work with nothing to show for it? Like, that's the whole thing. We end up thinking like, okay, yeah, this is great what you're telling us about getting clients, but it's going to be so much work. No, it's not. Okay. So imagine having a set year because your calendar is filled up with the right events for your tribe.
And we feel like there's a way different feeling when you're filling your calendar
Mhm.
because of real connection.
Yeah.
Compared to just being, I want to book with you.
Mhm.
Because that's the kind of clients that are going to come back.
Yeah.
And that's why we're teaching what we're doing. It's about the relationship.
Mhm.
And that's why they want to be in your life.
Exactly. So maybe you already know that this is possible. Okay. But we know so many who haven't found success on their own. So today we're going to teach you the formula to dominate your delivery.
There we go. Not Domino's Pizza.
No.
But maybe next time we could make some kind of connection to Domino's Pizza.
So who's ready to learn? Are you guys ready to learn? Are you ready to learn this step-by-step formula? It's going to be amazing. The scaling delivery method is never mind. STFU, which is
what is going
serve
on
and
right
onboard, testimonials and social proof,
There you go.
follow up and referrals, and upsell and ascension. Okay, that's it. That's what it's all about, honestly.
Yeah.
So serving and onboarding means that you have a predictable workflow.
Yep.
Where basically when you talk to a customer, they have different things that are going to go out, different emails, different follow-up ways, contracts, like schedulers, and then like what to wear to your photo shoot. All these things are like coming to them on a regular basis, and they really feel served as you onboard. That comes through on an automated way, which is so much better.
Yep.
So basically what you do is client signs a contract, they pay the deposit, they sign a contract, and then we send them out a questionnaire. So the questionnaire allows us to understand the client's goals and expectations. It's an instant deliverable, so they feel like they're already being served. And it triggers automatic access to assets, and it just helps them to understand, okay, this is what I should wear, this is what I should expect. And every single time that we are communicating with them, we're like, hey, by the way, this is where our prices start at. Because they need to know these things. They need to know what's going on.
And also, I think what was life-changing about the questionnaire is that you're actually filtering the people that it can actually afford to be in the environment that you have created.
Exactly.
And I feel like the time that we spend making the environments, planning the photo shoots, that's expensive. And we should be paid for that. And if you don't have any kind of filtering process, you're going to get every single person in the world because they don't really know the price. They really don't know what's all involved, that you're going to probably have a lot of conversations, a lot of emails that would probably take more of your time than it needs. And by having the questionnaire, it allows you to go into the actual shoot, the actual sales process, fully understanding that this is the right client to be in the studio.
Exactly. So basically, I know it sounds funny, but there's a lot of questions, okay? But we really do want to be able to get them the best results possible.
But it's going deep. The questions are about going deep in that person. So you get an idea who that person is, but also it brings something out in them that maybe they didn't recognize or realize about themselves.
So it's just asking them questions about how they want to be photographed, how they want to be served in so many ways. And then again, reminding them, hey, by the way, this is where the prices are.
And we have made this questionnaire. We have refined it. And it's think about this, like you probably don't have the same way of you probably don't have the same conversation you do with a 5-year-old compared to a 25-year-old. And the thing is, the more you get to the point and you learn what the triggers are for you, where you can connect to them on a new level, the better. And trigger is probably not the best word, but the more that you establish a relationship them in the beginning, I feel like the more fulfilling it's going to be in the end. Because you actually know them. And the person that's there actually fully understands why they're there. Instead of like a generic response, like, I want photos. I haven't had photos since I was 12. You're like, that's great. But like, these questions are really to kind of like help them understand really why they want photos. And that's why we love it so much.
So next thing is serving them through a Facebook group. Using a clients only Facebook group, or a VIP group is the other way that it's been referred to, really allows us to have quality client generated content. Okay, so you've got the clients that are like, oh my gosh, I just had my session with Brian Lindsey and it's amazing. They're encouraged to ring the bell and share their wins, which doubles as testimonials that you can screenshot. Honestly, I know it sounds funny, but those testimonials are what drive your business.
Real life, living, breathing testimonies is like having a huge billboard. Is that when it's something that's real and from the heart, it elevates your presence. And it connects to the people that you want.
Exactly.
And the people who don't want it will just drive past it. People that are desiring it will spend time to read it. Especially when it's a real person that had a real experience with you. It's really powerful.
So they feel like they're one with the tribe and part of your family, and that they actually keep each other accountable and moving in the right direction. And it's the best way to honestly just showcase your clients' images and help people feel seen and heard.
Testimonies are always going to sell you better than a generic post just with a couple photos and say, book me.
Exactly.
And we love helping people build that.
So honestly, having a clear onboarding process and private community helps you keep your clients happy. So would you guys agree that a happy client is a good client?
I agree.
It is. So good clients lead to good reviews and testimonials, which leads to more business. Okay. So Lauren Goggin, it was 3 years ago that we shot her, and she still actually comes up in our feed and loves what we do. But she's like, I don't think that I can truly express how extremely grateful I am for my experience with Brian and Lindsey. I recently started my own business and was looking to have just a headshot taken. So we made the shoot so comfortable and practically effortless. She never felt posed or like she was forcing a smile. The whole process felt natural and fun. Brian and Lindsey found my soul, my passion, and my true self and captured it in film. So these are the kind of things that that you want. Whatever photography needs you are, just book with them. You will not be disappointed. So what it was is we did a headshot. We basically put it out there that we were looking for people who wanted headshots. But then the more that we talked to her, the more that it actually turned into a personal branding shoot. So what she did, she was a cookie baker, and she made these really cool personalized cookies. And what we did is we're like, bring a bunch of cookies and then bring your tools and whatever. And we like laid her down on a piece of seamless paper and put all of her cookies around her head. And we had her hold her cookies. We had her sitting there with her tools and everything. And you could just tell that she was a baker. And it was just really cool. And it was really amazing. So
through that experience and other ones is that when you create an experience for your client where you surround them with the things that they love and you encourage them to love it more than they've ever thought they could, there's like a heart bursting that happens.
Exactly.
And with her, that's what happened with her, and that's what we experienced, is that we took photos of something that she 100% loves. And the thing is, being a photographer for 17 years, you use like these cliche words like photo shoot or sesh or whatever it is. And I feel like clients really want an experience. Like photo shoot seems not super high end. Experience does. Experience seems like to be like a gourmet experience.
Exactly.
There's a difference between getting a burger at McDonald's, between going to Texas Roadhouse, which I know that Texas Roadhouse is probably not a super high end restaurant, but the steak is expensive. Okay. And the thing is, I would rather be seen as a steak than as a hamburger. And I feel like you have to use words in your messaging. You have to use photos that represent that word.
Exactly.
Because the thing is, if you're putting low end quality photos, you're putting low end non-expressive words, you're gonna attract the McDonald's client, which we all know we don't want, because you want people that see you as a steak, not as a burger.
Exactly.
And that sounds funny. I think people see me as a cheeseburger sometimes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Anyway.
So there's 4 types of social. Well, 3 types. I had 4 types, and then I took out one, and I forgot to change the number. Whatever.
I think I got this. I think I got this. So, we've done a lot of digging in the last couple of years of our business, and we realized that as good as we sell our stuff, we need to have testimonies. So we recently have dug out some videos just from like our sessions that we've done, but also our Zoom calls, and we cut it up, and we're gonna start using those as representative of what we do. Because it's like, people can see me and be like, oh, cool, Brian does this, Brian does that. But people always want a third person point of view. They always do. When you buy a car, or you go with this person, or whatever you buy that's high end, you always do a lot of research to figure out who this person is, or if the experience is really what people say it is. A testimony is a third point of view where someone experienced it, lived it, and paid for it. And that's what we're going to be doing with the testimonies that we have.
Exactly. So we have our testimonials, and they're on YouTube. I was going to actually play them for you, but then what I realized is that from yesterday is that if I try and play it from YouTube, the sound doesn't work. So,
Well, we could put a link from our website in here. But
exactly.
It's so powerful to capture someone enjoying something with all of their heart.
Exactly.
And the thing is, I think sometimes we just kind of put something out there and we're like, well, that's good enough. But like the testimonies that we have chosen are something that actually still wells up inside of us. That we love it. And the thing is, you want more of other people's point of view than your own when you're selling your product. You really do.
So, and honestly, what we did with these is that they're all testimonials that were in the moment. we had just gotten finished photographing them, and we went live in our VIP group, in our Finally Love Yourself group.
Yeah.
And we were like, hey, so tell us about your experience. And so Dawn's actually was the one that I really wanted to show you, and I can't find the video file.
We'll post a link to the website so you can check it out.
Exactly.
Because like there's a lot of them. They're long and all that stuff, and you can look at them at a time. But I think it's so funny how we probably have testimonies on our phone. We probably have testimonies on our Drive or Dropbox account that we use from maybe from 5 years ago. That's still good, guys.
Yeah,
that's still really good.
Exactly.
Even even if it wasn't your highest paid client, it does not matter. What matters is the connection that the person has to your offer. Because that's going to sell better for you than being like, well, my prices are discounted. Or I'm doing a giveaway, whatever it's going to be. The experience that person has is going to sell it at the price that you want to get.
Exactly. So you can do congrats posts of new buyers. So, we had Linda and Robin come through our program. And so we just put it out there, having testimonials and really like written testimonials and grabbing a screenshot of it. This is the whole thing is that like Heather went through our first 5-day course and she was like, I'm so excited by all that I've accomplished in the last 24 hours. Like she ended up doing more in 24 hours than with our help just here in this group than she had in any other time. So
and one of the reasons like this really took off for her was because we spent time with her. We got to know her a little bit. Also, we do know her from a couple years ago. And I think when you speak to someone's strengths, it kind of puts a fire under their butt. And they take off. So I feel like a lot of us are like sitting at the launching pad in our business. And we're like, when can I take off? And they're like calling people, they're asking people, they're like writing messages, and they're like, when can I do this? But realize they're asking the wrong person. When you give yourself permission to lift off in what you do, you'll get stuff like this done.
Exactly.
And the thing is, it's simpler than we realize, but I feel like it's been overcomplicated by so many different things in the world that have said, you have to do it this way. When you embrace what makes you come alive fully and authentically, that's when you take off. But that all starts with permission.
Exactly. Yeah. So all of these posts and social proof come from clients feeling served and getting results. And this is important for you because one good client with good results is worth 5 to 7 referrals. Okay. So that's a major thing is that don't just like photograph people, don't just serve people, but ask for referrals. So the extraction of referrals is important. I call this process mining your diamonds. Okay. So when you are mining and you find a diamond, you don't be like, oh, cool, there's a diamond.
Cool.
And then and then you leave. Like you dig up the rest of the cave because chances are where you find one, you're going to find others. Furthermore, if you show off that diamond, your client's results, you're going to attract others to it, and they're going to want to know how they got it.
And I feel like my version that's been refined over and over again of a diamond is authenticity. As I want to be honest. I want to be transparent. I want to be real with people. And the thing is, I don't ever want to feel like a broken record by sharing what I'm most passionate about. And I feel like we've all gone through these changes in the last couple of years. And this may sound funny, but I feel like in so many ways, like we kind of share our life, we share what we do, and it's almost like an old VHS tape. And it's been said so many times that we play it and there's parts that are missing. And we're like, I felt great about that, but now I don't. But we feel like that's us. Well, I just want to say, guys, that you're allowed to upgrade your mindset. You're allowed to believe in you in a way that you never thought is possible. And the thing is, you don't upgrade to a CD, but you upgrade to Spotify. And that what's great about Spotify, it's always where you're at. And I feel like when you look at your diamonds as like it's wherever you're at, like your confidence is wherever you're at. You don't have to like put it in a protected box. You don't have to hide it somewhere. It's always out there because you feel great and comfortable with it. It is going to you're going to see the things that you've always wanted to see. You're going to see that sparkle. You're going to see that shine. But it's being okay with showing your diamonds is where the authenticity starts. And the thing is, for me, the authenticity is not necessarily just in the photos or in your website or in your social media presence. It's with your personality.
Yeah.
If you're not afraid to, if you're afraid to show your personality, that's where the diamonds really haven't been mined yet. And Lindsay and I love going on that journey with people, being like, let's go find her diamonds.
Exactly.
And we start with that with a 90-minute blueprinting call.
Yeah.
That's how we start mining. We help you find your diamonds.
Yep. Exactly. So not every client is willing to do the work or run the marathon to get good results. That's why it's important to follow up with them. Okay. So studies show that most people need to see things more than once before taking action.
That's it.
Okay. So you've got in the beginning, you've got the 2.5% that are the innovators, and you've got early adopters, you've got the early majority, and then you've got the late majority and the laggards. Okay. So what it is you have to just keep showing up. You have to just keep showing up and keep showing them the results, keep showing off what it is that you're doing, and keep showing up in their feeds to where they're like, man, I see them everywhere I go. Okay, now it's time to work with them, you know?
We went to Universal Studios last year, and the detail at the Harry Potter rides was amazing.
So crazy.
But the thing is, before they built it, they had to write it. They had to make a blueprint.
Yeah.
And the thing is, just putting the materials in the ground didn't make the experience amazing. They had to hire the right people to paint it, to put the right bricks in, to put the light bulbs in, all these. I mean, I'm being very minor or very like simplistic with what I'm saying, but the experience was built off of hiring the right people to do the right things. And the thing is, but it took time to build those things that made it beautiful. And the thing is, showing up daily is being like, if I just put one brick in the foundation, it's worth it. But sometimes we discourage ourselves and we're like, you know what? I like it in my head. I think it's great here, but I don't feel like it's worth putting a brick in the foundation today.
Yeah.
And the more you show up on your social media, the more you show up on your TikTok and whatever, it's like putting a brick in the foundation. And that's one brick closer to having that amazing experience that draws people in.
Yeah. So the sale honestly doesn't end after their session. Okay. So along with following up to make sure that they're staying on track and using their images and whatever, especially for branding and things like that. You also don't want to miss the opportunity to upsell them and ascend your buyers into lifetime clients. Okay. So here is the ascension value ladder. Okay. So here's kind of how it works. Okay. So get them in with that 190 session fee or whatever it is that your session fee is. Ours is just enough literally to cover hair and makeup and then a little bit extra. But basically we come in with that 190 session fee. And then we let them know, hey, it's $250 a photo. If you only want one photo, whatever, you're not going to want one photo, but you know, you can let them know that that's what it is, you know? And then you can then they end up going with a $2,500 package. And then honestly, sometimes what you can do is you can actually upsell them. So that's one of the things that Linda did. And actually that was one of the other things I was going to do, or that was, I was going to show the her testimony.
Oh, okay.
I was going to put that in there and then I just realized that I didn't do that, but
it's okay.
Linda, essentially, I'll just tell you what happened. So Linda basically had this session, and what it was supposed to be is it was supposed to be a short 30-minute session. Okay. Short 30-minute family session. It was a little boy's 7th birthday. And so she just wanted to have just some cute photos for her son. She's like, I'll just get 1 or 2 photos, whatever. It ended up being a 2.5-hour session. Okay. This session, they got all kinds of personality. They loved every single photo that they got, and they just looked like this amazing epic family and everything like that. And what she did is she had photos on her wall. She had like these 20 by 30 canvases on her wall, and the wife was just like, I want that one. I want those. And so what she did is she ended up upgrading, and she got like so much wall art. She got 2 albums. She got all these things that ended up being about $5,000.
It was.
And even with like her cost of what it was all going to print out and everything like that, she still made $3,500 profit in her pocket. and it's amazing. And that's the whole thing is that you can actually do this. And it's totally possible. And that's one of the things that we have been walking Linda through is just creating a better experience.
And the thing is, it's not overwhelming somebody with a possible purchase. It's guiding them through what you have and highlighting the things that you think fit best with what photos you have of them.
Exactly.
And it's not overwhelming them with all the information.
But what I'll do is we recorded our VIP session. There were only a handful of you guys that showed up because we did it so last minute. But I'm going to go ahead and just post it in the group after this, and so that you guys can see exactly. You can hear Linda's testimony. It's amazing, but just too long to fit in here.
It's great.
So there's an importance of smaller steps. Okay. So when we think that we have to like jump, make huge strides right away. And the problem with that sometimes is like this slide right here is like when we make too big of a steps, then we are not able to actually ascend the way that we need to. But when we do smaller steps and make incremental changes,
or like growing too fast, without an understanding of how to support it, which is sometimes the problem, or getting the information you need, but not knowing how to implement it.
Exactly.
And we love both. We love looking at both and being like, okay, maybe we should be fast here. Maybe we should be slower there. And the thing is, we believe everyone's growth process is so different than the next person that is doing the same thing as you. And the thing is, it's embracing what your speed is what's really going to allow you to feel comfortable and in control of what you're building.
Exactly. So the Ascension Value Ladder, basically you can help clients at different points in their commitment levels. Some are ready to commit with a larger program or package with you. Others need to experience a shorter, smaller package before they fully commit. And what happens is you can get them in with that smaller package, but then they end up buying more. That's what always ends up happening. So we bring them in with a $190 session fee, and then we're like, you only need to buy the ones that you love. And then they end up walking away with a $2,500 package. It happens all the time. So having that ladder and asking them to continue on to the next logical step in their journey.
We believe the more connection points you have prior to the shoot, during the shoot, and after the shoot is always going to benefit you. It's always creating a line of communication that will always make you feel so much better and in control of what you're doing.
Exactly.
And we've worked with other photographers who just have one connection point, and then at the end of the shoot, that's it. And the more connection you have to them, I think the more realistically they are going to feel they're going to feel comfortable with investing in you.
Exactly. So let's recap what we learned about the delivery and the STFU method so far. So you can onboard clients in a way that leads to quick results and a streamlined process for faster results. You can utilize a Facebook group to deliver your paid content without complicated software. Okay, so you can showcase what your clients have bought in the Facebook group. You can automate client communication to have a clear process through workflows and using things like Dubsado and things like that to be able to just have client satisfaction. You can easily collect and repurpose testimonials to convert more group members into buyers. And you can honestly just mine your diamonds by getting more referrals by the already happy clients that you have. Because one good client equals 5 to 7 referrals. And then you can ascend your current clients upwards so that they can upgrade to your premium packages. So there are 4 pillars to scale sales. And I really did put 4 in there. I just don't know where the 4th one went in that little, when I was originally putting it in there.
It's funny.
It's all good. Okay. So Messenger is a huge way to be able to do this. It ends up being two-way interaction. You're able to answer objections. You're able to build rapport. You're able to fuel intuition. You can figure out the hard no's and figure out the heck yes.
And again, another filter you're putting in place.
Exactly. So second one is drive active participation. So you're putting call to actions out there. You're asking questions. Because honestly, the law of thermodynamics, it means that things that are in motion stay in motion. So you just keep that whole cycle going and everything like that. The third one is focusing on the win. So you've got a wow factor, you have instant breakthrough, and a no-brainer offer, which makes them feel like they're getting a deal. And then the fourth one is focus on scalable intimacy.
Yep.
So human connection, having a community, feeling listened to, these are all huge parts of this.
Yeah.
So do your clients see you as their own one and only? You know, are they like Adele to where they promise to dare you to let them be your own one and only? That's actually kind of how it is with Robin. Honestly,
Yeah,
we are
yeah.
her client. We are her photographer. We are her personal photographer, and it's pretty amazing, actually. So when are you going to stop playing small? More importantly, if you keep going and then they don't do anything, they're going to drop off from point A and not get to point B. One of the major things that we want to let you guys know is booking in your clients is not greedy. Okay?
Yeah.
Having clients that are excited about your sessions, are excited to pay you money, that is not greedy. Okay?
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
isn't. And a lot of times people are like when we talk about money, when we talk about how much we're making, when we talk about how much like it's possible for you to make in your sessions, people think, oh, this is greedy, this is sleazy, this is salesy.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You're serving your clients.
Yep.
And you're providing. I know I said this before, but it's like when you make money, you're able to spend money
Yeah.
that provides for other people. Like all of the working masses would not be able to survive
Yeah.
if people didn't spend money. When people stop spending money is when the economy goes into the tank.
I think asking for money from a session or a deposit is just you realizing how worthy you are of being paid.
Exactly.
That you deserve to get paid your worth.
Yeah.
And a long time ago, you get stuck in this place. You're like, I don't want to charge someone this. I don't want to ask for that. And a lot of it's just this exchange of like, well, my value is at play. My value is under attack.
Yeah.
And I feel like you deserve that money, but we often say that we don't because we don't think that we work that hard.
Right.
We don't think that we deserve it. And I think raising your prices and asking for what you actually need to live off of is you actually connecting to your inner worthy.
Exactly. So launching your premium offer leads to a life of financial abundance.
Yeah.
It's really helping your clients at the level of investment where they're going to make it big all in, playing full out moves.
That's it.
I moved that slide into a random spot, but it's all good. So we're not going to go over that slide right now.
That's fine.
So let's recap what we learned about 4 pillars to scale sales so far. So you need to create the right pressure in order for the sales to scale. Taking every aspect of your audience, talking to every aspect of your audience enables you to reach the busy people who are the Gucci buyers. Two-way interaction through directly talking to your potential clients by messenger helps you to build rapport and fuel intuition. So that's basically just going through your VIP group, your group where you've got your past clients and stuff, and then just reinvigorating that and redoing that.
That's it.
And then driving active participation is key. So things in motion tend to stay in motion.
That's it. There was this really great TikTok I saw today of this guy at some kind of university. He took a wheel and he spun it really fast. And I was like, where's he going with this? But he basically sat in a chair. He was standing still, but whenever he moved the wheel, it caused him to turn because the momentum of the spinning wheel was causing him the entire move. Yeah. So just because he was in one place at one time, he was relying on the movement of something that wasn't reliant on him to move to control where he was going to go. And I feel like that's what confidence is. That's what enthusiasm, that's what support is. Yeah. When you have things around you that allow you to keep on moving, is that you start feeling more in control. You feel less stressed because you have a momentum in you because you're confident in your process. Exactly. You're confident in what you're doing. Is that instead of just like, being like a gerbil on a spinning thing, a hamster
on a wheel.
Yeah. It's like
gerbil on a spinning thing.
I don't know. We get stuck in a process that we don't know how to get out of. Yeah. And then when you have the proper support and you know what you want to do and you know why you want to do it, that's that momentum that pushes you further than you could ever imagine.
Exactly. So do you see how this is the only formula that you really need to be able to succeed? So did we solve the problem, the delivery problem and scaling your sales problem? You see how you can deliver in a way that doesn't lead to burnout? You see how you can onboard clients to create a
Yeah.
great customer experience? And you see how you can harness the power of testimonials to enroll more clients? Do you see how you can scale your sales with intuition, rapport, and correct posture? Who here feels excited?
I'm excited.
Are you
I'm
excited?
excited.
Yeah!
We're literally gonna shake the cobwebs off.
Yeah. So is it okay if we go over Get Branded with Brian plus Lindsey offer?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know this. This is your favorite
Okay.
thing.
So
This is really silly. This
thi-
is us being
this
us.
is literally the most foundational thing, and I think it's one of the most exciting things that we love sharing
Mhm.
is that we love doing the 90-minute self-expression blueprint call.
Yep.
And here's what happens:
Mhm.
we get to know you,
Mhm.
we get to know your processes, we get to
Yeah.
see your messaging, we
Mhm.
get to see your pricing, and then we look at your website and look at all the things that
Just kind of brochures is excited.
yeah.
Yeah.
We like to look at all those things, but
Mhm.
we don't want to do it with you like you feeling like, oh my gosh, what are they gonna find?
Yep.
It's more about let's go on a journey.
Mhm.
Let's discover some beautiful things about you.
Mhm.
And the thing is, what we do in that time is that we look at all those things
Yeah.
and we start giving you advice. We
Mhm.
start giving you direction.
Yeah.
And it's not like you better get this right. It's
Right.
like this is what we see
Mhm.
and this is what it could be.
Exactly.
And we want to celebrate you.
Mhm.
We want to encourage you
Yep.
because there's so many things in your business that you're doing right. And
Yep.
sometimes it's just little tweaks,
Mhm.
but also sometimes it's just you seeing yourself completely different.
Yep.
That's where it starts, and that's
Yep.
what we do with this.
Yes. Just because, like, holla, people need your support. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, the second
People,
thing.
come on, I like it.
So, second thing is packaging with power. It's all about how to properly structure what you're offering
That's it.
so that it's both logical and practical for both you and your clients.
Yep.
So, no more confusing pricing that you have to nervously refer back to when you're trying to sell. Simply simplify your offer and watch the money roll in.
If your packaging,
Mhm.
if you're not powerful
Mhm.
in your packaging,
Yeah.
the offer will fall flat.
Mhm.
If you don't have energy and you're not enthusiastic and you're confused and you're worried and you're
Yep.
uncertain,
Mhm.
that's going to come off in the pricing.
Exactly.
And the thing is, you don't need an encyclopedia of
Mhm.
information for your client.
Yeah.
Honestly, generally, simple is smart.
Mhm.
Simple is sexy.
Yep.
People remember simple.
Mhm.
And when you just have a straight up offer, this is
Yep.
what it is, this is what you can add on, that's
Mhm.
great.
Yep.
And that is honestly one of my passions.
It is.
It is our passion
Yeah.
to jump in there and be like, man, if she just did this or he just did that or if he
Mhm.
just said that,
Mhm.
that is amazing. And it's
Yeah.
like we've just seen people just explode because they're like, oh, I was holding the red wire and the black wire,
Mhm.
but I didn't know how to connect them. And one of them was my mindset, and the other
Yeah.
one was my belief in myself. If I
Mhm.
just connected them together,
Mhm.
that would work. Yes.
Yeah.
That's why this works.
Yeah.
Is
It's
that when
so
you
good.
connect the things in your life that
Yep.
make you powerful,
Mhm.
then the energy and your success flows out.
Yep. So, next thing is powerful communication and selling. I got a message and Brian's like,
It's all
"Who
right.
messaged
Okay.
you? What's going on?" No, stop.
So okay, so it's something I'm passionate about. It's that powerful communication and selling.
Mhm.
Is that when we first started doing IPS,
Mhm.
I would tremble.
Yeah.
I would sweat. I would be
Mhm.
like, they're gonna get mad at me.
Yep.
They're gonna throw me out the window.
Mhm.
They're gonna drive away angry.
Yeah.
And none of that happened.
Mhm.
None of that happened because
Yeah.
for me, I said this before, and I feel I'm gonna make a shirt. Is
Mhm.
that be authentic?
Yep.
Be real. Be
Yeah.
yourself. Don't change the energy
Mhm.
in what you sell compared to when you're actually doing the session.
Yeah.
And when you're selling with authenticity and
Mhm.
you're selling with genuine connection,
Mhm.
when you say the prices, you need to say your prices like you're saying your mom's name or
Yeah.
saying it like your wife's name or
Mhm.
saying something endearing. Is that it means something to you.
Exactly.
So much of the times we date our pricing,
Mhm.
we date our business.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, how all this works is that you get married to your
Mhm.
pricing. You
Yeah.
get married to your messaging.
Mhm.
Like that's how it works. Like Lindsay and I've been married 17 years. Like it's been a lot of work,
Mhm.
but that's what comes with being married to something that you love.
Exactly.
Is that if you want to do great things, you have to make great choices.
Mhm.
And that's when you become powerful
Yeah.
with how you explain it to the world, but
Mhm.
also your confidence
Yeah.
with when you hold it in your hand, being like, I love this so much.
Yeah.
I would love to give it to you.
Exactly. So what is the high ticket personal branding selling system? It's a brand new customer acquisition model.
Brand new.
So we know that we have the power with our 17 years of experience to deliver amazing results for it. And honestly, just help our clients get clients, like we were talking about with Linda. But is that it? Who here entered the online space to continuously ride the get clients hamster wheel?
Or do you feel like you're like, you have a fishing line and you're throwing the line out and you're like, why am I not getting anything?
Yep.
But then you realize there's nothing on the hook.
Yep.
Or there's no bait. And the thing is, I don't like how I'm saying this, but how you're
baiting and put a ring on it.
There you go. There you go.
Put a ring on it.
It's just like, I don't think if you're not really putting your personality out there, I think that you're not going to really get the clients that you want.
Yeah.
That your personality is what hooks people, but also it's what keeps them, keeps them where you're at, but also keeps them coming back.
Yep. Exactly.
And we're afraid to put ourselves out there.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't do that.
So imagine having consistent income.
Yeah.
Where it's consistently growing up while you bulletproof your income instead of it being steady and then just dropping off.
Yeah.
This is our high ticket personal branding session. It's about your personal brand, having Facebook conversations that lead to high ticket clients. Those high ticket clients bring you cash flow, which helps and means that you help your clients with their needs. You end up being able to do scaling and automation with automation and VAs. We actually have VAs that are amazing that we can hook you up with. You end up having more clients and a warm list. You end up having a recognizable presence online where you're selling to a warm list. And then you own an iconic business that produces monthly recurring income that can scale just beyond you. What that ends up doing is they book a call so you can get high ticket clients. And it just is this cycle.
And the thing is, what I love about life is that everyone's color is different. Everyone's box is different.
Yep.
How they think, how they act, how they feel, what they do. And you may look at this and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know where I'm at. Or man, I don't have half of that. All I have is cash flow, and you're like, oh, I have money, but I don't know what to do with it. Or I don't know how to attract clients. The thing is, embracing your system is the first pillar of that success.
Exactly.
Embracing that you actually have something that you love doing is how you build all of this.
Exactly.
And we love connecting the dots in what you're doing. So you're not putting all these other dots in this place and you're like, I don't know how to connect them.
Right.
We like to consolidate and actually educate.
Yep.
Consolidate what you're doing, but educate you on what you should be building compared to just building all these little things that really don't amount to anything.
Exactly.
It's more fulfilling when you're educated.
Yep.
And it's less fulfilling when you're just throwing stuff into the soil hoping it grows.
Yeah. So we've been teaching entrepreneurs and everyday folks how to scale their simple solution for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
It just works. Okay.
Yeah.
So funny story. Okay. So we met Robin as part of the mastermind that we were both in. She said yes to following us into this crazy personal branding world.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're planning one of the most epic shoots for her in her $1.2 million house that she just bought. She paid us a lot of money to be able to do this. We're doing 4 shoots with her at least.
Yeah.
But then there's more that are always kind of coming up and everything like that. She's actually planning retreats on the property that are going to change the lives of her tribe.
That's it.
And honestly, we're her personal photographers. So we're going to be going on these retreats with these ladies and being able to capture the whole thing.
We feel that we found a kindred soul in what we love to do coaching wise, but also a kindred soul in how we love to express ourselves. And I feel like that's once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you find someone that really gets you and understands you and allows you to do what you love, that is a relationship that you want to shout from the rooftops.
Exactly.
And we feel like we want you to be that way in your business. That you celebrate yourself with every single thing that you offer.
Yeah. And so I actually did capture a testimonial from her that I'm going to share real quick.
Okay.
So
you make me instantly comfortable.
Yes.
And you make me want to be seen when I have this massive, huge issue with being seen.
Yeah.
It's like you only see my hands on camera, right? Because I work with stones and I teach about stones and stuff. But y'all have me excited about being seen, and no one's ever been able to do that.
That's so great.
And I'll be 54 years old next week. So that's an accomplishment.
That's great. Yeah. I'm still amazed by that. Like that, what I say makes a difference.
Exactly.
That's how life should be.
Yep. So imagine that this is possible for you too. It honestly, what it does, especially with having your Facebook clients and everything like that, is like it solves connection to your clients. I ended up going through and just messaging people that were in our VIP group, and I was able to sell like a session like that in the inbox, whatever. Told her our prices. She's like, awesome, that works, you know? And so it solves the income roller coaster as well. So a lot of times we end up having these like I've seen the GIF where, or like the meme where it's like the life of an entrepreneur is like, oh my gosh, I got amazing. I've got so much money. Crap. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Oh my gosh, everything's awesome. Crap. I have nothing, you know, and so that ends up being the life of an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But what this does is it actually allows you to continually scale and really, truly make more money.
We believe that it is real life that you can create consistent income.
Yep.
But also consistent connection.
Yep.
To why you do what you do, but also to the people that want to work with you.
Yeah.
And the thing is, money doesn't have to be scary when it's coming from a great place.
Exactly. Yeah. So it solves the fragility aspect of things.
Yep.
No more relying on paid ads or cold outreach to generate more clients. This was the last time that we ran ads, and this top number right here is how much we paid to get one client.
Yeah.
For real. And I'm done with Facebook ads.
We're very tired. Very tired of what they don't allow us to do anymore.
Exactly. So it solves the cash flow and team attraction. You can actually afford a team. You can afford to outspend the competition. You can afford to show up fully in your power versus just in desperation.
That's it.
And what's honestly really important is it helps you to be able to scale your income. But do we have your permission to over deliver?
Yeah.
So you're going to learn all of this. These are your deliverables on a 90-minute business blueprinting call, weekly Zoom calls with Brian and I. Why weekly calls? Because we're training you to run like an athlete and running a marathon. We're going to give you a 30-minute strategy and accountability call monthly. So you get not just the weekly calls with us that are like group calls, but you get the strategy and accountability calls. So I want to make sure that it's understood that the weekly Zoom calls are group Zoom calls, and then the strategy and accountability calls are different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So I think that might have been, it's all good. But then there's step-by-step pre-recorded content in our membership portal, with more being added if you decide to go deeper on your own time. And then we also have a private Slack channel, which is where that slide was supposed to go, where you're going to have direct access to everyone on our team, including us. That was what I was going to say. I was going to explain where it was.
Which we are the team.
Yes. It's all good. It's all good. So what you get is these are kind of like the things that are in our portal. So you've got the 90-minute branding blueprint call. You've got creating your brand kit checklist, business automation accelerator training, how to word your workflow guide and template, consistent, authentic social guidebook, templates for creating social media posts, powerful communication and selling, pricing structure training, recording a training academy, all these different things.
That's it.
To where, and it's all delivered in all of this. Okay. So you get all of this is a ton of value.
That's it.
Okay. So in fact, it's a total value of over $65,000, $65,461. But then you also get limited time bonuses. Pay in full bonus, you get a personalized battle plan where we're going to like map out your year and really figure out what it is that you want to do. And you get a personalized social media audit.
Yep.
Okay. So you might be saying, okay, Brian and Lindsay.
Yes.
What is this going to cost me?
Dun, dun, dun.
Even if all you did was enroll 4 clients at $2,500, that's a $10,000 a month. Okay. What if you could get just 4 clients a month? That would be $120,000 a year. So would you pay $50,000 for it?
Maybe. 30, maybe
15.
Maybe
we've done that. We've actually done that where like we sold a $15,000 mastermind.
Yeah, we have
every single day.
We knew that very well.
But we're actually doing all of this for under $3,000.
Whoa!
What the heck?
What? There has to be an error.
Yeah, it's all good.
Okay. Maybe I'm so exhausted from all the excitement from that number.
I'm like, Brian, why are you just sitting here yawning?
I have no idea.
It's all good. But this week only, it's going to be $29.97.
Yeah.
Price will be going up. We have already raised it once, and we're going to raise it again. So just so you guys kind of know, that's what's going on. Would it be worth it if you only sold 3 clients every launch, but you were consistent in your revenue?
Yep.
Would it be worth it if you finally started your high ticket offer?
Yep.
Would it be worth it if you built a product or service that made you an extra $5,000 to $25,000 recurring revenue every single month? What if you enjoyed yourself more?
Yep.
What if you didn't grow your revenue at all, but you worked half the amount of time?
Yep.
Would it be worth it? So how do I make this my own? It's all about your personality. It's all about your solutions, your expertise, and your sales.
That's it.
It's all about personal branding, messaging that connects, making it to where you can scale and leverage to where you live a life of freedom. We want you to create images that scream your brand.
That's it.
We want you to be able to have client attraction and nurturing, and we want you to be able to have high ticket sales. I think that's the school calling, but it's all good.
It's fine. I got it. I got it.
So I'm gonna answer this, and Brian's gonna
because long story short, we have school stuff going on. But if you're looking to find more information, you can go to brand@brianpluslindsey.com/chat, and it will give you more of that. And there's more photos. Oh my gosh, I am not good at this. Lindsay's the one that can handle it. So what?
They're calling it growth. So
okay.
Whatever.
Okay. So imagine this, guys. Imagine how much you could generate in a single month with a consistent sales engine. And I feel like that's one of the hardest things in business is that how do you consistently create something that gives you the income that you can live off of?
All right, now
it is them.
Yep. All right. So would you love it? That's the thing.
Wow, this is Brian Lindsey show right here. So basically, by taking advantage of this offer, that means that you will no longer have to feel like you're hustling. You feel like that you feel like you don't have to like overwhelm yourself, and that's what we like helping our clients with, is working through that and really understanding their process.
Sorry. Told her to call me back. So
okay.
It's all good. It's not a big deal. We'll be able to figure it out.
Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna have a business that's able to sustain and grow with or without you. Without you putting in countless hours.
That's it. I felt kind of like a fish out of water trying to explain. I'm like, well, what am I saying?
This is how I feel when you're like out and I'm like leading Zoom calls, and I'm like, they need encouragement. I'm good at encouragement, but I'm better at the structure. It's all good. So how would it feel to have an epic ecosystem of your own? To create massive impact for your clients and develop a solution to real problems.
Yeah.
And have the freedom to have your business run without worry. Get branded with Brian plus Lindsey. 3-month intensive.
That's it.
It's amazing. We have limited spots available.
Yeah.
So just go to brand.brianpluslindsey.com to chat, or just reach out to us if you're on the fence to qualify for our fast action bonuses. Those paid in full bonuses, all that kind of stuff. Make sure you reach out to us.
Yeah.
Because there are limited spots available. So if you want to save your spot and your bonuses, make sure to start a conversation with us.
And we love low pressure conversations that we just talk about your life, talking about business.
Exactly.
And we feel like that's the foundation of everything that we do. And the thing is, there's something that we're passionate about, and we love jumping into the trenches of your life and helping you work through these obstacles.
Exactly.
And the thing is, I feel like sometimes in business we feel like we're broken. We feel like we tried this, and this, and it's like all like it feels like a maze. And we love helping you get out of that maze. We love helping you untie what you think you are and bringing that identity to the surface.
Yeah.
And that's what we do in the 3 months here. So we like to work through the things that allow you to be you.
Exactly. So it's good. So If you want to invest right now, you can actually go to brand.brianpluslindsay.com/offer.
Yep.
You can go to, if you want to talk to us, you can go to brand.brianpluslindsay.com/chat. But honestly,
Yeah.
we would love to be able to talk to you, book you in, not book you in, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Help you be able to book in
That's
clients
it.
and
That's
everything
it.
like that, and really, truly bring your offer to the next level.
Yeah. And honestly, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to Lindsay or I, either through personal Facebook, or if you have our phone numbers, reach out to us. Honestly,
Yeah, whatever.
we love to have a conversation, because this is something that we're going to be offering, for this year.
Yeah.
We just love doing
amazing.
it, and we just want to share what we have and connect with more people.
Exactly. So thank you so much.
Yep.
Talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.